video for you guys that we think you're really going to enjoy, and it's all about how to look stylish on a budget. So this is basically just some tips and tricks for you guys on how to make the most of your wardrobe budget, your shopping budget, how to make those items, last and find versatile pieces that are really going to work for you.
Yeah, and you guys will see that it's actually a lot easier than maybe what you guys are thinking. So we've got some great tips, but if you guys haven't already, please consider subscribing to the Mommy's Makeup and Moscato family. We would love to have you. We do all sorts of fashion videos on tips, lookbooks, and hauls. And definitely also leave a comment down below. Let us know which tip you like today and which one is the most helpful, or if there's one that we miss and that you guys also use for yourself on how to dress stylish on a budget.
So the first tip we have for you guys today is to think about, before you purchase an item, think about how you could wear it in at least 3 unique ways. And this is something that I think we've kind of learned through this process of doing YouTube and doing a lot of shopping. In the past, I think that I picked up a lot of, very specific pieces, something like this blouse, for example, with a lot of floral designs, which sometimes are great, sometimes I love. However, if you think about cost per wear, are you really going to be able to style those items in a variety of unique ways? So this is a perfect example that I was telling Christina about. So I bought this a couple of years ago, which the fact that I've had it for a few years at least makes it, a decent investment that I can justify. But it was very expensive, and the truth is that this is really not the kind of item you should be spending a lot of money on, because this floral pattern and this style with the little Victorian type of sleeves and stuff, it kind of limits you in how often you can wear it and how many ways you can wear it. So other than changing up my bottom, different colored jeans or a skirt, you're always gonna know that I'm wearing the same floral top, because it's not very versatile. So probably something I should have spent a lot less on.
Yeah, and it's definitely, like Kelly had said, it's for sure something once we started doing these videos that we noticed. And when you think of 3 ways to be able to wear a certain piece, it's also going to help you to prevent doing those impulse purchases. Something that you absolutely love in the store, you've got to have it, you take it home, and then you can really only think of honestly maybe one way to wear it, or it just is so obvious that you're wearing that same shirt or whatever, and it's very difficult to come up with other ideas. So this is a really good tip. If you can't think of 3, we're going to actually give you another tip on how to be able to, if you can't on your own think of 3, how to be able to find other ways to find outfits. But for sure, this is the number 1 rule on how to be able to work
we're trying
on a
to learn
budget.
this. We're trying to learn this rule ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. So tip number 2 is making sure that you are picking neutrals. So if you have a lot of different prints and patterns and really bold statement items and pieces inside of your wardrobe, it's just going to be so much more difficult in order to kind of create different looks with it. However, if you've got a very neutral palette inside, and it doesn't matter whether you're going for lighter neutrals or darker neutrals, everything is always going to work together, which is going to give you an endless amount of outfits to be able to wear. So then you don't have to worry about I really love this printed, jacket, but how many uses am I going to get out of it? However, if you use a neutral jacket, you're going to be able to pair it with a lot more things inside of your wardrobe, which then, also will, when you invest in those pieces, you're not, really just throwing money out the window. You know that you're going to be able to pair them with numerous things that you have in your wardrobe.
Yes, and this kind of reminds me when we did the Target capsule wardrobe, which we'll have to link that one for you guys, but that was a perfect example of this, because really, even though those were still really budget-friendly pieces, they could have even been higher-end pieces, but they were almost all neutrals. And we had things like the cream-colored cardigan and the charcoal jacket and the black jacket and the plain denim, and we really added in the pops of color or prints with some fun accessories. So by doing that, you're able to take, your pieces and just wear them in so many different ways, which is going to ultimately make it much more budget friendly.
It's so true. And as you're talking, I'm even thinking about, the shirt that I have on, which is a very like bold, shirt, but I got this one and I also got a couple of other colors, that are very vibrant and bright at Express, but I got them on a great deal. And so that's the reason why I picked them up, and I don't have any remorse in purchasing them, because I know like, okay, these are the ones that I'm not gonna be able to wear as often, but I'm not spending, like $80 or $100 on the shirt, so.
Definitely. So for tip number 3 is one of our favorite tools for how to find inspiration, how to use your pieces in lots of different ways, and also how to use those pieces that maybe you did pick up that are a little bit unique, whether it's like a pop of color or a print, and that is using Pinterest. Pinterest is awesome for inspiration. So there's different ways to use Pinterest. I think a lot of people, they just kind of go through their Pinterest feed, or maybe we'll type in like women's fashion and kind of see, oh, I like this, which is great for inspiration. Definitely recommend, keeping a pin board of your favorite outfits, so when you want some inspiration. But another way that I love to personally use it is, let's say you pick up something like a leopard print flat, and you feel like, well, how am I going to wear this with a white shirt and some jeans? I need more ideas. So I would put in leopard print flat outfits, and you're going to find so much inspiration on Pinterest, so many different things that you never really thought of before, whether it's, color pairings or different print mixing, and it's just great inspiration. And you can create a pin board, of all the different things that inspire you. You can even break it up into, a neutrals file, a leopard print file, whatever works for you guys. And it's just a great way to like expand your outfits.
Yeah, and I do that exactly the same every single time. Sometimes if I find something and maybe there's like a new trend that's coming out and I really like something, but I'm just not really sure how to be able to pair some of them, I go in there and I'm able to get lots of inspiration, and then it kind of opens up my eyes, maybe also with like different color palettes that I didn't think of before. I may not have that specific piece, but I've got a different item that's in that color that I can then pair together. But so the 4th tip that we have for looking stylish on a budget is to save on your clothes and really splurge on your accessories. So the reason why we give this advice on maybe, investing in a belt or a bag, some sort of accessory piece, is because they're gonna stay on trend for a longer period of time. So that way you don't have to fret and worry about, maybe buying this, shirt that you absolutely love, but trends go in and out, and clothes are so much more versatile. You can be a lot more playful with your clothes. So, investing in a good, bag or in a good belt is just a wise decision to make, and one that we use all the time. I think it's like our number one thing that we also do.
It's so true. It's so true. And if you think about it, like if you invest in a shirt and you spend a lot on a shirt, how many times in a week are you going to get away with wearing that shirt without it being obvious that you're wearing the same shirt all the time? However, that belt or that handbag, you might wear it every day that week, and it's, you're really going to get a lot more wear for your money. So I feel like that's another way that we justify those big purchases. And that a lot of those things will be in your closet for 5-10 years. So it just makes sense to put your money in things that are going to last.
Exactly, because everyone's budget is different. So what we might consider as far as a good deal on a shirt to someone else might be more expensive, or just someone else might even be like, oh, that's like really like so far down on my budget. So you just kind of have to figure out how much your budget is, and then make sure that you're picking wisely, with those investment pieces, and never having any regrets. That's the best way to waste money, is to regret a purchase that you've made.
So true. So our next tip is one that we actually utilize quite a bit, especially with, all the different like hauls and things that we're doing. And I feel like it's honestly one of the best ways that I found to save money, which is online shopping. So online shopping has just honestly something I've embraced so much lately, and I feel like I really do better when I shop online. first of all, you're able to see everything, which is a lot harder to do in a store. So, you can, let's say you're looking for, I don't know, a pair of black pants. You can search for the black pants and you can see all your black pants options. Then you can see them by prices. You can really like filter down what you're specifically looking for. High-waisted, if that's what you're looking for. So I feel like this is a great way to save money. A lot of times there's, sales that are specifically
Absolutely.
only online and, discount codes and all these things. So it's just, to me, that's been one of the ways I feel like I've saved with online shopping.
Yeah, and especially now, I think I'm doing a lot more shopping through Amazon as well, which I don't think we ever really did before. And Amazon has so many good tips.
They do.
And all these stores have great return policies, so you don't have to worry about getting charged for like returning something. Sometimes you can even return it in the store. So
That's
there's
true.
no harm in being able to make large purchases, try everything on, see how it fits in. Once you find out kind of what your size is in a store, you can really then just order online at a whim, and be able to order a lot and be able to time is money nowadays too.
That's true. Absolutely. I feel like I just find so much more variety too.
Yes.
I don't know if it's that the stores just aren't carrying
They're
as much
limited,
anymore.
I feel like.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's just so easy to kind of filter down to what you really want, first of all, instead of settling. Because another thing I find that sometimes in the stores, it's like I find myself settling a little bit like, well, I really wanted them higher waisted, or I really wanted them in a short length, but this is what they have.
Yeah.
Versus going online, you're able to get the length that you want, the waist that you want,
and the color
choices.
Yeah, the color. That's what,
so much more selections.
I completely
so
agree.
much more selections. And stores like Target, Walmart, Nordstrom, I feel like these stores have really great return policies. Like, just they make it so easy that it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of our best ways to save money.
Yeah, as a consumer, we're for sure in the driver's seat, so you got to take advantage of that. So hope you guys found some good tips. We're also definitely go and check out our dupes video. That is another great way to also be able to be stylish on a budget. It's taking these designer influenced pieces at a fraction of the price. So we will have that link down in the description box below for you guys.